To another video. So guys, in this video I'm going to show you the indicators to use and how you can use two time frames rules, guys, remember, and they have to be close to each other. Okay, so let's get started. Quick, not playing around, bitch. All right, cool. So we've got two time frames. We're looking at Aussie, Japanese yen. We've got two time frames, the 15-minute time frame bold and the 3-minute time frame. So we're using two time frames, right? So we're using the 15-minute time frame to mark out the breakouts. Yes, sir. To mark out the breakouts. So we need to know, okay, the direction of the market. So remember, guys, the sentiment of the market. Do the research. I'm going to put the links below so you guys can actually go and watch those videos and learn about doing sentiment research every single time before you even execute a trade. Okay, so it's going to be in the description below, right? So I've done my research about Aussie yen. Okay, I've done my CFTC. People that know, all right, that watched the previous content will know what I'm talking about. The CFTC data showed me that the Australian, the what do you call it, the net longs of the Australian dollar are increasing, and there's also rumors. I'm gonna do a special videos about buy the rumor, sell the facts. If you've heard about that term, I'm gonna explain it fully in the next video. So I've done there's some rumors about the Reserve Bank of Australia starting to taper, which is slowing down its bond purchases. Okay, that could potentially be the reason why we've got this big moves happening in the Australian dollar against the yen, and also the big movement in copper and iron ore. Okay, you need to know this information before you start doing all this scalping nonsense. You need to know your research. You need to know your research. Do not just jumping on a market, just look at it because it's doing this, do that. You don't even know the reasons why it's doing it. There's a sentiment behind it. The sentiment of that currency could potentially change, and you taking that trade might not work. Let's say if I try to take Aussie yen for a buy, and then the sentiment has changed, and it turns out that the Reserve Bank of Australia might not slow down their bond purchases, and then it goes down and down and down and down, and I've taken it for a buy, I'm going to make a loss. So I have to be intact with the sentiment, and I need to make sure that the sentiment is still on. Right, now let's get started in how you can trade this on the lower time frame. So like I've explained before, I'm going to talk about the indicators that I use, okay? And the two indicators that I use is a volume, okay? So everyone knows this FX area here, the little indicator thing on TradingView. I'm clicking it, come on. And you type in a volume. Okay, I don't know to type in volume, guys. So you type in volume, that's the third one here. You click on that. And once you've clicked on that, you're going to see this sexy bars, these histograms, you know, this sexy bars. I like them. Now, these are crucial. Okay, so they're very much more crucial on the higher time frame, which is the 15-minute time frame. The 15-minute time frame is the higher time frame. Okay, so they're much more crucial on that. So let's go on that 15-minute time frame there and type in volume. Type in volume on there, and let's increase the opacity. It's a bit too faded. Increase the opacity. Make it more clearer for the blind people out there like me. I'm very blind, and I'm not wearing glasses, but I'm wearing contact lenses at the moment, so man can see and all that. You see me? Anyway, here we go. Right, so you see the breakout here. This is what we're trading. This is what we're going to be trading on the lower time frame, which is the 3-minute time frame. We're going to be trading this. This is exactly what we're going to be trading, this breakout that happened. So what happened, what we're seeing here is this whole move here is a pullback. Okay, now we have a very strong breakout that has high momentum. So what volume is a momentum gauge. It shows you the amount of momentum and the amount of power that was behind that breakout. A breakout that doesn't have high volume is a bit, it might not work out as much. But it can work out as much as well. Don't put all your don't put all your eggs in one basket, which is the volume indicator. You need to do other research and all sorts. Like I said, the sentiment, if the sentiment is stronger, than any, the currency sentiment is stronger than any indicator on the charts. Okay? If the sentiment is still on, then it doesn't matter. But if the sentiment is still on and we have a high volume breakout like this, sweet. That's just sweet. And then now we've got, when you look at the pullback, okay, right, look at this, okay, the pullback here is smaller. Even the bars of the pullback are way smaller than the breakout. Okay, so the breakout is much more, has more and more and more and more momentum. So we go down on the 3-minute time frame. Okay, we go to the 3-minute time frame here. So another indicator that I really want to request is the pivot points. So this is how you get pivot points. If you go on pivot points and you type in pivot points standard, you click on pivot point standard, and okay, hold on. Right, you click on pivot point standard, it comes out all messy like this. What you then have to do is say, right, we want the I like the S4, and yeah, the S4. I'll take out the S5 and inputs. I'll keep it auto and click remove show historical pivots. Remove that, so it can only show us the current state here, which is here. It only shows us this here. So pivot points basically are like your SNR prices, where areas where price can literally react. Okay, so we're at the S1 level here at a strong support and resistance. So I've got my eyes hot on this market at the moment. So I'll be looking on the 3-minute time frame for any signs of weak sellers. So right now when I look at this, so you have to use the lower time frames as a way to gauge the momentum. So you see the momentum here, the sellers are still, they're pretty much strong, very, very much strong. So I don't see any buyers coming back in. But when I see buyers coming back in with momentum, with some volume, right? With some volume on the 3-minute time frame, then I'm likely to take this trade for longs, right? Now I've got the sentiment behind me, I've got the chart behind me, I've got the volume behind me. Everything is falling in line. This trade could be ready for a buy in the blood clot. You see me? So yeah, so this is how you can use the pivot points. The pivot points are basically like a support and resistance. They help you to see areas where price is likely to take off from. But you don't just trade them. You need to read the momentum. Like I'm saying, you need to read the momentum of the buyers or the sellers. In this here, we're reading the momentum of the sellers to see the sellers slowly fading out. When we see the sellers slowly fading out, then we can enter in and take it for buys. But right now, we don't really see that. So I'm going to tweet this again in my Twitter. Yeah, on my Twitter, go look at my Twitter. I'm going to tweet this and show you guys how the trade performs. So you have to go and follow that. All right. So thank you for watching this video. Keep it short and brief. I'm going to be showing these little tricks. There's little tricks on the chart. They're going to be very, very brief and short. So thank you. Peace.